The gay agenda. The gay agenda. Don't be wrong. I know many atheists and many homosexuals and many lesbians who are nice people. But nice doesn't count in my evaluation. We all stand in the evaluation of the Father. James says in his letter, we don't hate the person, we hate the garment that has been stained by the flesh. You see, many of the Christians in the first century were previously homosexuals. 1 Corinthians 6 says, this is what some of you were, but you've been washed clean. Quite interesting that, isn't it? Most of the, well not most, but some of the people in the body of Messiah in the first century were previously into all kinds of perversions. And Paul says, what? Don't you know? Don't you realize that unrighteous people will not inherit the kingdom? In other words, get life. Neither homosexuals, etc., will inherit the kingdom. But that is some of what you were. You've been washed clean. If you look at the so-called churches now, they are accommodating, and the Pope also, the clown in the Vatican, is saying, well, as long as you're a good guy, as long as you're a humanist in essence, as long as you're a humanist, you're okay with God and me, and you'll get life. Bullshit. Read Peter and the letter of Jude, where you see succinctly about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. The Father sent a delegation of angels to investigate what was going on in Sodom. Of course he already knew, but before the Father acts, every act he does has to be just in the eyes of angels. We're not the centre of the universe, folks. So he sent a delegation of angels to investigate, and they came in the guise of men to Lot. Because Lot, living in Sodom, was gutted, disturbed about what was going on in Sodom day after day. Read Peter's letter. So the angels came and said to him, what folk do you have in this city? Tell them to get out with you now, because we are going to bring destruction through the Father, this Sodom city. Lot delayed, and the angels dragged him out with his wife and daughters. The sons-in-law, married, engaged to his daughters, thought he was joking. Really? We're going to get nuked, are we? They were left behind. But the wife of Lot looked back. She was told, don't look back. She may be concerned about her so-called sons-in-law. Pillar of salt. Remember the wife of Lot, Messiah said. Consider this very carefully. We are deeper and deeper into the sewer. We are far worse in this cosmos we call the world, where we tolerate paedophilia. Paedophiles are now asking for the same rights as gays. You've got people on Facebook and YouTube saying that paedophilia is not a sin, It's just an ailment. In fact, if you challenge homosexuality, you are homophobic. Read Romans chapter 1 very carefully. Very carefully. Messiah said, he who made them from the beginning, the Father, made them male and female. Not transgender. No one is born gay. That's a ridiculous statement. Ridiculous. And you think the end of this world is like long time ahead? Get real. Can you imagine this generation we're raising on homosexuality will survive? The Roman Empire fell because of the breakup of the family unit. We are in the last days. The last days. The last days began at Pentecost 33. We are in the final days of the sewer of this world. Stand up for truth. Okay, they may cut your head off, so what? What can man do to you? Hebrews, Paul quoted this, King David's words, and so, what can man do to you? Cut your head off? So what? Whoopie-doo. Don't go along with this gay Christian agenda that God loves everybody, even homosexuals and lesbians. Yeah, man made God in man's image. The Holy Father is going to smash the system to pieces. Jerusalem was destroyed twice because of their idolatry, and you think your Christian world is going to stand when you accommodate this gay agenda? Do you think so? Do you really think so? Are you brave enough to stand up and proclaim the righteousness of God? Are you? Or are you cowards who are going to be swamped along in the sewer of Christendom, saying, God loves everybody, as long as you believe in Messiah? Get real. Remember Peter's letter in Jude. The warning bells about Sodom and Gomorrah stand as examples of destruction for the ages to come. Where are you? Where are you and I? On this helter-skelter, where are you and I? Swept along in the maelstrom, this vortex of demonic crap, or standing our ground? Because I tell you now, if you stand out, you're in trouble. You could be executed. Are you willing to take that risk? I am. I am. You must be holy, the Father says, which means set apart, because I am holy. Can you see what's going on in your country, in your countries now? In the UK here, Ireland, across the water from Britain, have voted for gay marriage. Thin edge of the wedge, and other countries will follow suit. If you stand against it, you're going to suffer. Peter says, because you don't run along with them. Is it 1 Peter 4:4, I think? Hang on a second. Yeah, just turn this up. Oh, look at that. Open the right page. 1 Peter 4. Interesting that when you open the Bible it opens up to the right page. 1 Peter 4:4. They think it's strange you don't run with them in the same excess of debauchery. They will speak evil of you. Because you don't run with them in the same sewer, they will speak evil of you. But they will give an account to him who is ready to judge the quick, the living, and the dead. Be brave, stand your ground, and uphold that he, in the beginning, as the Messiah said, made them male and female. Not transgender, not homosexual, not lesbian. No excuse for this. It's demonic. Stand your ground.